Good morning. It is Sunday morning. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. October 22nd, 2023. It is 10:46 in the morning. I have been sitting here for the last 2.5 hours or so, just goofing around, looking at things. And I thought, wow, this would make a pretty good recording to upload. And then I thought, let's just do it live, unrestricted, unrehearsed, unscripted, and with many, many errors. I see Robert Michael joins us over in the chat room. Good morning, RM. Good to see him. I honestly didn't think anybody would show up since it's unlike me to do this on a Sunday morning. But I'll show you what I was doing. So I was messing around in here and I wanted to look at some of my analytics. Now, as most of you know, I have been at the end of a live stream, I take a screenshot of the analytics box that pops up at the end of your streams. And that is over here. I think it's in the, right here, YouTube Analytics. So for example, and I've got some things mixed in there. I need to clean this up, and I'm aware of that. I'm just being lazy. So here's last night's analytics that popped up. I'm going to move this over here out of the way. Don't really know where to put it. AJ Alice shows up, and BH Ringer. Good morning, BH Ringer. Good morning, Alice. Good to see both of you on this early Sunday morning. So this is a horrible shot. Oh, there, I'll just make it bigger. That helps. So this is last night's stream. I had 14 views, 8 peak concurrent, 13-minute average watch time, or average view duration. It's the same thing, for a total of 3 hours and 2 minutes. So I've been doing this a lot. The night before, excellent night. 17 views, average watch time was 14 minutes, almost 4 hours of watch time in a 30-minute video. So this is good. Now, this got me to thinking at some point in time, I'm going to have to compare what I'm doing with what YouTube is showing. And that's what got me to here. So your dashboard, and I know this isn't going to be YouTube 101 because I'm not qualified to do YouTube 101, but the dashboard just basically gives you a synopsis of what's going on. I haven't really looked into that. I care about the content, and it's broken down into your videos, which includes your shorts and then your live streams. So this one's currently live, and it shows I have 2 people viewing. And I'm thinking if Robert, if RM, Alice, and BH are still here and I'm watching it, that should be 4, but that's fine. It does say live viewers 4, and it says 2 views. So maybe someone jumped in and left, don't know. And I'm not too concerned about that right yet. So before I do any further, and I don't plan any of this out, I really ought to sometimes. I'm not a professional. So right here, I have 313 subscribers. I was up to 316. That's good. This is good. This is growing. And it says 1.5 thousand videos. Well, that led me into my content, and I went down and I looked at videos, and I scroll down here, and I make this 50. And it says 1 of 50 of about 233. Okay. Why is it about? Why is this not a specific, precise number? And I'm not going to do this live by any means to go through here and go, okay, that's 50, that's 100, that's 150, that's 200. And then that would be 232, I guess. Yeah, 233. I could, but I'm not going to. Basically, it's pretty close. And the same thing with live. If you go into live, you get the same thing. It's one of about 1393. Well, before I uploaded my What a Putt video, and yes, I did re-upload it, and I'll explain that in a minute. I added 232 and 1392 together, and I get 1,624, which is in direct conflict with 1,500. Maybe if that said about 1,500 or 1,500, 1,500, that'd be different. So it got me to thinking about where just subtract off 124 to get about 1,500, or whatever. Where are they at? So me being me, I go looking for them. My first thought was it doesn't include shorts. And then, as you will see, I'm going to refresh this. Probably should go all the way back to the top. Yeah, it does include shorts because this right here indicates it's a short video. And I just uploaded those Friday night. They seem to have run the run, so to speak. I'm doing good, BH. Thank you. Hope everything's well for you as well. I glance at chat from time to time. I don't really read it that well sometimes. So go into here. That's pretty good. I uploaded this and it's gotten 5 views in about 20 minutes or so. I don't know the specific time. I didn't pay much attention. So in content, you can go into your, I gotta remember how I did this. You can get really in depth with this, and some of these are pretty cool. Some of these are very interesting. For example, and I know it's an advanced. I know it's an advanced. Analytics. I'm sorry. So go to analytics, and this gives you your overall snapshot of analytics, which my views are up, way up, which is cool. My watch time hours, even though my nightly time show that they're good, they're down quite a bit. Subscribers are going to just trickle in from time to time. So you click on the advanced mode, and when you do that, you get to this page right here. And then you can break it down into last 28, 90, last year, or I like to look at the lifetime. Actually, let's look at the last year. So we'll go into last year, and you got across the top your content, your sources, geography, cities, viewer age, all the way. There's more. I didn't click on more. So I was messing around in here, and it lists this in order of your highest watched. In the last year, I've gotten 60,000 views, and the original fast forward. Now see, this is still showing lifetime. This is not showing yearly. That's showing lifetime. So I'm going to refresh this to see if maybe that changes that any. And it did not. I would think that it would have. Now it might be taking the fast forward putting was the last year. I was thinking What a Putt. That's my mistake. So I haven't figured out a good place to scroll this down yet, but for content, it shows it. I've had 60,000 views in a year, and then it breaks it down into what those are. Some of these you can't click on here. There are expressions. Now, I would think the 2 videos that are sitting at 24, I would think these 2 right here, 2490 and 2365, would show up on here, but I don't see them now. They should be right in here. So traffic source, didn't understand that. Geography, doggone it, this is what I'm talking about. Takes it a minute, and it shows United States, 32,000, 53% of my audience comes from the United States. The one that get me just buffaloed or whatever. Hello, William. Wild Bill Dawson joins us from Florida. is United States, I understand that. South Korea, that one just boggles my mind. United Kingdom, which Darren Gilhome, Brazil, Catherine Anna Hauserman, Canada, Mike Wojcik, B.H. Ringer, Mimi, Mike, Blackwatch at the time. He was here during the last year. India, Japan, all down the line. Pretty cool. And you get into cities. Well, maybe you get into cities. Let's go over here. Subscription status. 64%, 63.5% of my viewers, the way I understand it, are not subscribed to the channel. Now, that's kind of cool. I figured my picture would be a little brighter considering it was really bright a while ago. I don't have studio lights on. I am using Zoom. I have it running, but I have it locked so that only I am there. I find it interesting that 64%, 63.5% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel. I don't know if that's good or bad. I guess maybe not look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm not sure, honestly, on that. Go ahead and turn the studio lights on because my OCD will drive me up a wall. Maybe that's why I don't get many subscribers. Who knows? That should make a little bit of a difference on the camera when I get back into the captain's chair here. All right. Hopefully that looks a little bit better. Oh, yeah, you can see my bright smiling face. Okay, so I was just messing around in here looking over these, and I thought, well, this would be kind of cool to share with people. Most of my stuff comes from the YouTube watch page at 73.3%. Short feeds is a little bit behind at 31%. Although my shorts feeds, not my shorts, seem to get watched pretty good of lately. Geography, we looked at cities. This breaks it down into the cities. And now, Seoul, South Korea is leading the way. A while ago, it was the United States, somewhere in the United States. So possibly, I have Seoul, South Korea watching me right now. I'm not going to add a South Korean clock to the clocks or have Wintermute do it for me, unless we get a Zoom homie from South Korea. Then we might do it. I don't know. I'll have to cross that bridge when it comes to me. Viewer age, I've always known this because of what we do. Now, oddly enough, it's changed a little bit. It used to be the 45 to 64. These two right here were actually the two highest ones. I guess it's kind of good now. Maybe the younger generation is, and by younger, we're talking 25, 30 years of age. Date, I didn't look at it. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's by the date of the views. That makes no sense because I just did. Oh yeah, there you go. This is a combined number. No, yeah, that'd be a combined number from Friday night for the two shorts. Now I'm not an analytics expert. Never will be. Don't want to be. I find it's interesting though on some of the things you can come in here and see. Subscription status. I already knew this. 63.5% are not subscribed. The source breaks it down as to where people are subscribing from, but best I can understand, and I'm just using common sense here. It may or may not apply in my case. The content type, 41% is live stream. Now this indicates right here that 41% is from the live stream, but creeping up behind really short, really close at 39.1 is the shorts. So there may be more shorts coming out. The problem with shorts coming out, short videos, is the creativity that you need to do that. The things we did the other day were Mrs. K wanted to get pictures and videos of the two things, and I thought, wow, that might be pretty cool to do a short video and upload it to YouTube as a short video. As it turned out, it seemed like that was the right decision. My playlist, I think I only have one, and that's Da Vinci, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And there are apparently people are watching the playlist, so that's pretty cool. I thought somewhere in here it told me how many videos are in there. I know somewhere this morning I saw that of how many videos are in. There's like 100. Um, so yeah, device type probably is going to be mobile phone, computer, tablet, and TV. Okay. 51% of my viewers are reviewers of the channel watch from a mobile phone. Oh boy. That's interesting. That really is interesting. Um, so I'm going to go to Lifetime because there were some things in there on Lifetime that really I found to be interesting. It'll take me a minute to get back to here. Okay, so watch time hours. Data for watch time hours is not available before September 1st, 2012. Okay, and I'm guessing that's why this is grayed out because, well, that's January 22nd. I guess that's January. So I found that to be interesting. And across the board here, you can find all kind of these that show up here, and they say there. I found one that had like 5 different explanations as to what was going on. One was 2008, one was 2011, one was 2012, one was 2013, and I thought my first thought was, can't YouTube get its act together and figure out a way to do this, or just it, don't confuse people by saying, oh, we didn't track anything from 2008 to 2013, so now you might have gotten 7,000 views on that one video. Who knows? So that is kind of what I've been doing this morning. And then the other thing, I keep reverting back to this one. I re-uploaded it just to see. I know it's not going to get a lot of views. I understand that. I'm just running a test on it. And then you have to refresh the page, and it's still sitting at 5, so that's good. I don't know, can you click on this and change it? You can. So fast forward putting, still number 1. Remover of the watermark, still number 2. Again, the irony of that is I never showed how to remove the watermark. And then Walmart, I mean, you'll see down here, these are great numbers at 2,400. I don't even see them though. Yeah, they're not even showing up now, are they? the one for from Friday with Mrs. K. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, the next thing I do on Sunday mornings is I prepare for Sunday night. I don't normally prepare like I should. I did change some things this morning. I was paying attention to the description. The description was off, and I understand titles of your videos and your description plays a lot to people watching. So the first thing I do is I always go into the Zoom background with the Zoom homies moving in and out, and I don't even look at it. I go right here, I click on this, I change the date. Now I'm getting ready to change this to where it'll automatically do it, and I'll explain that in a minute. And that's all I do to that. Then I go to the render, which is the rocket. I just put the date in there, which is always today's date. Sometimes I spell it right, sometimes I spell it wrong. That's all I do. I don't look at anything else because it's set the way I like it. And then, did that go to the render queue? It did. I'm going to render 1. And that'll take about 1.5 minutes. Even though it says 1 minute 2, it usually takes about 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to demonstrate how that's going to happen. Now, I'm also going to change the text for the Zoom homies, because it doesn't say the Zoom homies, it says the homies Zoom, which that's applicable as well. It is the home, the Zoom is for the homies, so we can all get together. I just don't like it. Plus, everything's off a little bit, and I just want to fine tune it a little bit, if you will. And then once that's done, I'll go into OBS and upload it on OBS, and that'll be that. There is a way that I can go in there and change that one text where I never have to mess with it again. And I'll show you how that's done. And I have to thank Wintermute and Bill Dawson, William Dawson, for that. One night after the stream ended and after I left Zoom, we were messing around in DaVinci, and they figured out a way to not have to go in there and do what I just did. PH Ringer, there are significant numbers of people watching Coin on. Yeah, apparently that's the way. I mean, yeah, I agree. If people are watching me on the mobile device, I find it's just fascinating. So that should be done. Yeah, it says it's completed. So I'm gonna go down here to the house. This is kind of now a DaVinci thing, but no, I can do it in here. It's in here. Yeah, I don't need that. So I'm gonna cancel that because I can stay in here. I'm gonna go back to here. I'm going to go into, excuse me. I'm going to go into here. I'm going to jump over to Fusion. Nope, wrong one. Go back over here. I'm going to pull it over here. This is one of the things there are a few things about Fusion or DaVinci I don't like, and this is one of them. Now I can go into here. Now the reason I did that is because I can show you that whole thing that you see that shows the day and everything. This is what it's done, the background and everything. So I'm going to go in here to this text node, and I'm going to copy text. I'm just going to copy this right here. And that's going to show the day, but not the date. Then I have to go do some research, and all I have to do is change in the second box of parentheses that 96 alpha to something, and it will put the date in there. I do have a list in my documents of what that is, and hopefully I can figure that out so that tomorrow I don't have to do this. So we're going to do that. We'll put this back over here so it doesn't mess anything up. We're going to go into here. We're going to right click. We're going to add an expression. We're going to take this out. Control V to paste it. And then enter. And it's going to now say today is Sunday. Yeah, I could live with that. I guess what I could do is, if I think this is cool or like it, I could hit the Alt button, drag it up one, then I could go into here, and I could go into this one, and then put the date in there. Or I could go in here and see what happens if you take out the A and put in a B. I have no idea. Oh, today's October. Today is October. That's a Doug thing if I ever heard it. I had a lot of Dougisms running through my mind yesterday when I was driving, listening to him. So we're going to put it back to the date. Hopefully Wintermute will watch this and he'll help me out. I do have it. I just got to go find it. So for today, that's fine. And then what I can do is bring this one back, and then I can move one or two of these around. Well, I can move one of them. There's only one to move, by bringing this up here like that, and then changing it to the actual October 22nd, 2022, and that'll be that. So that's that. This automatically saves, so I don't have to worry about saving it. The next thing I do is I go in here to the 12 hours countdown. I don't do anything to this because this is already set up to where when I scroll through it, it's going to say today is day 70 automatically. And it's the same thing. It's using the expression. So I render it. I just put 70 days to go. I don't have to change anything because again, it's set up to go where I want it to. Box is highlighted, render 1, about 6, 7, 8 seconds. It's going to render. And there's things on there I want to change as well. So, done. I don't have to worry about it. That's it. Now I'm prepared for tonight's show. Now all I got to do is schedule it, and then in OBS I push the buttons, or on my Stream Deck I push the buttons. For example, I don't know if this will show up. It will not. What does it show up here? It does not. I don't have OBS running, so I don't know if it's showing. Yeah, it is showing up there. So why is that not showing up on the stream? Is that because? Why is that? It should be, because it's blue on a white background, so the lettering should be coming through. It is actually on. I don't know. It's showing. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's coming across. So I don't know why I did that. Anyway, let's. I want to make some changes here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to disable that to see which track I want to work with. And this should be the other one. I disable that. Yep, that's that. So I don't want that. I want the screenshot. Now I really ought to, that'll be the chicken. That's what I want. I really ought to go in there and start labeling these a little bit better. And that's easily done. You just click on it, come up here to file, change the name, and you've changed the name. I want to drop this chicken down just a little bit. Not quite all the way off, but about right there. And then I had another thought, but I don't really remember what that was at this time. Bring that down here. I forget what my other thought. Oh, I know what it was. I didn't realize, but the two things that are scrolling. Now you'll notice that the chicken disappeared when I moved it down. Okay, that's because of the way I have it mashed out. I have to take this over here again. One of the things I don't like, and I just have to make sure I'm on the power window. I retrack it, and it'll now stay there for the duration of the video. I don't get it, haven't figured it out. But I do like the Magic Basket. Makes tracking so much easier. You just draw a couple lines and it's done. And right now my system's working really good. So I've been about a half hour and been all over the place. I did want to discuss analytics, and I also did want to show some DaVinci stuff. It's kind of boring, but I wanted to show it. So now if I scroll through this, then the chicken stays there. Don't understand it. I don't get it. And apparently I have the music ending before that. That's fine. I'll mess with that later. Again, I don't have to do anything, but it'll save automatically. So I'm going to leave it like that. Now you'll notice here that when I turn this one off, that goes away. That's because this one that's left is actually a mask. In order to get the effect I wanted to get, I had to mask the original picture right here. I had to mask that picture with just the billboard itself over the top of itself, because if I didn't do that, what happens is if I take this away and then play this, you'll see that the secret code word in there is on top of the billboard, and that's not what I wanted. So in order to do that, I had to create the mask, put the mask on top of itself, and then that way it appears that it goes behind it. Now I'm going to have to go in and re-keyframe this because I want that to end right there. I don't want it to come all the way through. Little things. Little things. Jim said something, and he said, retracted the first message. I didn't see it. Yeah, I've been up for a while. I was messing around with the analytics earlier. I wanted to just kind of share some of what I found. And then I knew I was going to go into DaVinci and show you guys how I set up the main two things, which is the Zoom Homies thing that says today is Sunday. And I wanted to show you how I do this. So that's automatically going to be saved. And then I want to work on this. I was messing around in here. I put the expression in to show that it's Sunday. And I have to go get the right expression so it will show the date of October 22nd, 2023. The other thing is I do want to work in here, and I want to get the that down a little bit, maybe get everything on the screen. I want to get everything, so I'm going to take this text away. That's the, or the. I want to move it so it's more to the right in the middle. Might as well go ahead and do it, huh? So I'm going to put this right about there. That looks good. And then I want to see what this one is. That's the zoom. The problem I have with this is, well, I don't know. So the same thing, I can click on this one so it's active, and then I can bring it over here. And that means the last one is going to be this one. And I can bring it over here, I guess. We'll see how that looks. We'll turn off Fusion. Go to the beginning. We'll hit play. And if you can hear it, it is stuttering. Okay, that's okay. I mean, it's a quick change. We'll see what it looks like. So anyway, well, now we know Greg's not watching. No, Greg's clearly not even up yet. We haven't gotten our daily. All right, I'm up. It's X amount of degrees. I'm having my first cup of coffee. There's been a change to our schedule today. They sent Mrs. K a text at 6:30 and said, just wanted to remind you, you are working tonight since you called in last Sunday. She's the only one they enforced it in, and she's just too not bold to say, nope, my day off and I'm not coming in. But whatever. And we're okay with it as long as they don't take away her Monday schedule, her Wednesday schedule, her Saturday schedule. We'll see. I think this will wrap it up. I'm a little over a half hour. Any more comments you'd like to put in chat, good or bad? Real quick, let's go back and look at analytics and just see if anything's changed. So I'm going to refresh it. You have to refresh this. And okay. Where did it go? Okay, what? I know fast forward and putting is, okay, why did it do that? I should be able to see the what a putt up front. Looks like it's got 6 views now. It's been up 1 hour and 7 minutes. I thought I did that a little shorter ago. Oh, because I changed the views. There we go. Now I don't know why that's showing up on top and that one's underneath it, but yeah, it's still sitting at 5 even though the other one showed 6. I think that'll wrap it up. Thank you everyone for being here. I will see you tonight at 9 o'clock with the normal Zoom Homies live stream, and I might try to go a little bit longer tonight, kind of build up to that 12-hour debacle that is planned for New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2023. We just can't seem to narrow down the time. We want to involve a couple of people that live on the West Coast, and To do that, we need to compensate, either start late, start early, or something, but we'll get it figured out. We've got 2 months to do so. Well, we've got 70 days to do so. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your Sunday morning with me. See you tonight. Have a great day.